Hello, hi, welcome to the session. Myself, Dr. P. Shvaranjani, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Application, Handling Management Information System. Today we'll discuss about information system in management information system. So how the information system act in the case in the business transaction. So we'll see before getting into the session, the implementation of your information system. We'll see what is meant by information system. And information system is nothing but a set of interrelated components working together to collect, retrieve, process, store, and distributed information for the purpose of facilitating planning, control, coordinating, analysis, and decision making in business organizations. So input, you'll take some certain input, and that particular input will be will be sent to the software, and it will do certain process task based upon the strategy you have adapted for the business, and finally it produce the output. So the people and the organization and the technology has been used in the information system. So we can categorize them as in people, organization, technology perspectives. And in this kind of your software, input, process, and output as a perspective, as in another perspectives. So here we can see that the information system will have an environment. And within the particular environment, there will be an organization. So they'll have many different types of the environment can have many organization. Generally the basic idea is that it will take certain input from the user, and it will do a process based upon the strategy, rules, or the criteria framed by the business strategies. It will do some certain process, and it will produce the result as an output. So based upon that particular output, they'll collect the feedback whether the particular output is whether it leads to a profit state or a loss state. If it is a profit state, then there will be no problem. But if it is a loss state in the business, then they have to review the particular input, and they'll make corrections according to and they'll adopt new strategies in the business processing, and they'll change the entire business task, and they'll implement the particular one in the business transaction. So that will be the role of your information system. So that has been depicted in the particular diagram. So now let us consider an example in the case of your hotel reservation system. So here you will have an input and process and your output. So here the input is nothing but your desktop computers, and your processing is nothing but you will enter the particular customer's detail, and that will be stored in the data, and it will and the particular information will be stored in your database, and that particular database can be retrieved, and you can manipulate it, and you can view the particular, and you can generate the particular report, particular data as a report, as an output, right? So this will be an example for your hotel reservation in the case of your information system as input, processing, and output. So here in the input will be your desktop computers, and your processing state will be your data storage, nothing but your databases, and your finally output will be your booking state, or your reports will be your output state. So this is an example for your hotel reservation system of information system. So now let us consider an example of information system in the external environment. So in the case of your external environment, they'll have three different types of things. Such as people, organization, and technology. The information system will control all the three activities, and the people is nothing but the person who is working in the particular concern, and they'll have many different types of sub branches or sub branches or sub companies, and all the group of individual part of the company will be working independently, and based upon the technology and based upon the people, they can be communicated by the help of your information systems. So that has been shown in the diagrammatical representation. So now let us see what is meant by technology. The technology is nothing but by the mean by which the data has been transformed and organized for the business use. So it will contain your hardware, software, database, and telecommunications. So people is nothing but the use of your information system is called as a people, and the organization is nothing but a collection of functional units working together to achieve a common goal. So next one is your function unit of a business organization. So they'll concentrate the business, any organization of doing the business will concentrate on their productions, sales or marketing, financial or accounting, or human resources. So here the maximum profit by producing goods and or services. So the maximum profit is nothing but they should produce their final outcome or the target. If a person is purchasing a product and they have to deliver the particular product, then they have to increase the sales profit. Okay. So next one is your functional area of business. The manufacturing and the production system is responsible for producing the frame goods and services. There are three stages of manufacturing process. One is called as an inbound logistic, second one is called as a production, and third one is called as an outbound logistic. So these are the three stages of your manufacturing or production process. So in the case of your sales and marketing, function is responsible for finding out the customer for the frame product or service and selling the frame products or service to those customer. The sales and the marketing process consist of identifying and creating markets, which includes developing markets and maintaining markets. So the next one is in the case of your financial and accounting, it functions as responsible for the managing of financial assets and maintaining the financial records. The financial process involves managing the financial frame assistance, whereas the accounting process is involved primarily in financial record keeping. So in the case of your human resource, it as function is responsible for attracting and maintaining an appropriate workforce for the frame. The human resource process entail attracting the workforce, developing the frame workforce to meet the frame personal need, maintaining the workforces. So now let us see the difference between your computer and information literacy. So here this information system literacy will take care of this particular all the overall process of your entire system. So here you'll have an organization and individual behavior skills, and also you should also require your analysis, and first you'll analyze and you'll find out the problem, and based upon the particular problem you'll categorize the particular person who is having the particular skill. Then you'll organize and you'll identify the behavior of the particular person, and then you'll allocate the particular work for the particular person or the problem to the person. Then the particular person will carry out their work, and they'll do their work in the case of designing the product as per the need of the customer need or the end user need. Then they'll develop an information system, and the particular information system will take care of the controlling the entire activity of your system. So now we can see what are the certain skills that is required for the computer, that is your information literacy. So they need specific skills and relevant courses, and they should also have analysis of problem solving. They'll be the specific skill will concentrate on analytical framework, functional requirement, physical design, implementations, system development. And in the case of your behavior and communication skill, they'll be taking care of the organization strategies, cultures, making decisions, business process procedures and functions. And in the case of your technological skill, they'll concentrate on your hardware, software, telecommunications, and databases. And in the case of your relevant courses, they'll concentrate on philosophy, English literature, history, behavioral science and mathematical. In the case of your behavior communication skill, they'll concentrate on psychology, sociology, economics, English literature, language, and speech. And in the case of your technological skills, they'll concentrate on MIS, database, telecommunications, and advanced softwares. So next is your information system in your business. So they'll concentrate on the business functions. Business process is nothing but a series of interrelated activities, though which work is organized and focused to produce the product or service. And in the case of your business level, they'll have a strategic, that is your long range planning. In tactical, they'll have a coordinate and supervise. And in operational, they'll have a produce product and services. So the next one is the order generation and fulfillment process. So they'll start from purchase. After purchasing that, they'll configure the particular raw material, and they'll check the credit, and also they'll deliver the products, and finally they bill, and finally they'll make a collection. So this will be categorized into three parts. That is your sales and marketing as one part, and the second part is manufacturing and production part, and third one is your financial and accounting part. So this will be the order of generation of your information system. So now let us see some of the organizational problems and some of the organization levels. So some organization problems are strategical problems, tactical problems, and your knowledge, operations or procedure services. And it has been categorized in in the shape of pyramid shape. So here they'll have a different level, that is your senior level, middle level, knowledge and database, data workers, and production and service level. So here in the level of organization level, in the senior management, they'll have a problem of your strategical problem, and in the case of your general and middle management, they'll have a problem of your tactical problems, and in the case of your knowledge and data workers, they'll have a problem in the case of your knowledge problems, and in the case of your organization level of productions and service workers, they'll have an operation, productions and services. So that has been specified in this pyramid diagram. So next one is your role of your information system in business. So they'll have a competitive advantages, that is your low cost, that is your value chain, market inches, product differentiations and customer loyalty. The next one is your globalizations. They'll have a people, that is your language, organization structure, technology, that is your communication, telecommunications. So next one is your value chain views. They frame as a series of basic activities that add a frame productivity services. So generally they'll have categorized into primary activities and supportive activities. In the case of your primary activities includes your inbound logistic, operations, outbound logistics, sales and marketing services. And in the case of your supportive activities, it includes your administration and management, human resource, technological and procurement. So next one is your quality. So in the case of your quality, it includes your process simplifications, benchmarking, customer focus, cycle time reductions, improved design and productions, error detection. And in the case of your re-engineering, it includes business process design, redesigns. And in the case of your ethical and social responsibilities, it has an information rights and privacy, intellectual properties, accountability and reliability, quality of life. So next one is your information system approaches to problem solving. So they'll have different stages. So they such as defining and analyzing your problem. Then you'll have a second stage as an investigate and understanding the problem, and third one as your select the best option, and fourth one is your design solution, and fifth one is your implementation solutions. So here in the diagram, you can able to see that the first three cases or belongs to the cases of system analysis, and last two cases or belong to the case of your system design. So here in the case of your system analysis, first you have to identify the problem, and you have to you should have the clear understanding of the particular problem. So without clear understanding, it is very difficult that if you have any problem has been proceed further, then there will be a loss of amount. So here this problem identification is a very important stage. So it has been considered as a system analysis phase. Then you have to find out the best solutions or best options. Then you, based upon that particular best option, you have to go for your designing part. Then after designing that, you have to implement the particular solution. So each and every stages, they should have an evaluation criteria, so that it has to check whether they have any problem in the particular stage or not. So this will be the information system approach for the problem solving that has been shown in the diagrammatical representation. So the next one is system analysis and design. In the case of your system analysis, they'll have a problem analysis, that is what kind of problem is there, and in the information gathering, they'll where you're gathering and what is the reason for gathering the information and making, and in the case of your decision making, how you are making a decision and how you're establishing the objectives, determine the feasibilities, choosing the best solutions. And in the case of your system design, they'll take your input, process, output, and procedures controls. They'll have a logical designs. So this will be the system analysis and design cases. So next one is your system design. So in the case of your system design, they'll have a logical design, physical design, and implementation. So in the case of your physical design, they'll have what will the system do. So in the case of your input, they'll concentrate on the content, format, source, volume, frequency, and timing. In the case of your process, they'll concentrate on rule, models, formula, timing. And in the case of your output, they'll concentrate on content, format, organization, volume, frequency, and timing. In the case of your storage, they'll concentrate on data, format, organizations, relationship, volumes, and in the case of procedures, they'll concentrate on manual activities, rules, sequential timing, locations. And in the case of your control, they'll concentrate on the security, accuracy, validity, and supervisions. So the next one is your physical design. They'll concentrate on how the system will work. So they'll concentrate on input, process, that is input, that is nothing but your keyboard, voice, scanner. In the case of your process, they'll concentrate on PC, operating systems, and softwares. In the case of your output, they'll have a format of printouts, files, or audios. And in the case of your storage, they'll make use of your tape or CD or any hard disk. You can also make use of your pen drives or your hard disk. Then you'll have a procedures, that is your batching, backups, auditing, data entry, and for the control, you'll have a batch control and password auditing logs. So in the case of your implementation, they'll have a coding, testing, and training. So this will be the state of your system design. So next we'll see the technology perspective to the problem solving. So it has been split up into 4 categories. So that is nothing but your hardware, software, database, and telecommunications. So each and everything, they should have enough capacity and compatibility, and it should be changing to the environment. So this has been shown in the following diagram. So now this diagram specify the organizational perspective to the problem solving. So you'll have 2 different types of environment, that is your internal environment and your external environment. So in the case of your internal environment, they'll have an cultural, management, bureaucracy, and politics. And in the case of your external environment, they'll have resources, turbulence, and complexity. So they have categorize the system based upon the need of the environment, and this system is being developed. So next one, people perspective to problem solving. The people perspective is categorized into agronomics, evaluations and monitoring, training, employment, and legal and regulation compliance. So here, how the people is working towards your problem solving has been explained in the diagrammatic representation. So here, the people plays a major important role. So the person or the people who is involved in the particular system is the main aim is to design a system, and that particular system has to produce the it has to take the particular input, and it has to do a certain process, and it has to produce an output based upon the strategy you have been adapted for the business. So this information system will take care of all such activities and produce finally the report as an output. So that's it. Do you have any doubts? You can ask me, you can post me, or you can post your queries in your